stats for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
So salute to those guys. Okay, I want to react to this Ole Miss girl speaking about the rumors.
The entire
Apparently, she like sued everybody because, first of all, I don't know why this went viral. I never checked it out. It was just something I saw going viral, and I was like, okay, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's none of my business. But people keep talking about it for some reason. It's got all the way up to NBC's NBC exclusive, sitting down talking to the girl. I know she's suing Pat McAfee and them and everybody that was talking about this alleged rumor that she like. I don't even want to say it out loud because she might sue me, but we'll just play it.
internet, half of the country hating you and calling you disgusting things, telling you to kill yourself, telling you that you're a horrible person, that you deserve to die. That's a really hard thing for a girl to go through.
In her first TV interview, Ole Miss freshman Mary Kate Cornett told me how she became famous on the internet and social media in the worst possible way. In February, an online rumor went viral, claiming an Ole Miss sorority sister slept with her boyfriend's father. Then someone attached Cornett's name and photo to it. Do you know why the rumor started?
No clue. No clue. I had zero knowledge of this.
This disgusting rumor was a top trending topic on Twitter.
Within 2.5 hours. Later that night, around 7 p.m., I was #1 trending in the United States. I felt so helpless and so alone because so many people were hating on me for something that I had no idea anything about. I mean, I'm a very normal person. Just like any teenage girl, I care about what people think about me. I mean, any teenage girl can relate to that.
Cornett's phone number was also shared online. She was overwhelmed with harassing texts and voicemails.
I was having thousands of calls come through, thousands of texts coming through, calling me a whore, calling me a slut, telling me I deserve to die.
When you look back at the last 5 weeks, is there one moment that sticks out for you?
With myself, it would probably be at 3 a.m. when I was throwing up while holding the phone with all of the texts on it.
I think I have to go back and, we were talking about 404 Day, right? And I was talking about the tributes in 404 Day for those of you who didn't see it. And the tributes, a lot of the tributes, like just show like no woman. And I'm like, bro, like women existed, bro. Like this, Atlanta, the home of TLC. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta is the home of Escape. Atlanta's the home of Sierra. Atlanta's the home of, all these like women who have done great things behind the scenes. Shanti Das, who helped make Outkast, and now is doing great work in the mental health space. So many great, you think of Shirley Franklin as a mayor. You think of Keisha Lance Bottoms as a mayor. You think of Stacey Abrams, you know what I'm saying, and all the work that she's done in the city and in the state. You know what I'm saying? It's just like an erasure of women. And you talk about women or you speak up for women as a man. I remember I did so because like Jeff Teague's podcast, they brought on Charleston White. Charleston White is talking down on women like crazy for the sake of a laugh. And the stuff like can make you chuckle or whatever, but it's like we making black women the butt of the joke. Like that's cool. And whether it's black women, white women, whatever, at the end of the day, I feel like one thing that all races can come to an agreement with and stuff around the world is their hatred for women, bro. I think just a lot of people just hate women, dog. And it's confusing. Like, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. And I know like people talk about incel culture and everything like that. People flip the word incel. I don't think a lot of people know what it is. But incel, for those of you who don't know, I'll explain it right now because I hate when people say, you don't even know what it is. You don't have the knowledge for it. You don't have the education. I'll tell you what it is right now. Incel, and the incel is someone who's involuntarily celibate. So it's like essentially guys who can't get women long enough to become intimate with them. And so it started online as like a community of guys who were so frustrated who couldn't get women and keep them long enough to the point where they can become intimate with them because they view women as objects instead of human beings that you have to cultivate personal relationships with and have them be comfortable. But when you look at them, thanks to the internet and a lot of the crazy content, graphic content that our minds consume, that pervert our minds and just like switch the way that we view other humans, right? That's what it comes down to as well. And then you don't get what you see all the time because you acted the way that you saw from this fictional movie or whatever the case might be. And so you turn it into hate. You hate women because you can't get women. And I think that's something that all races and different backgrounds can come together with across the world. And, misogyny is a deep-rooted thing. And this is just another example of it so far, 2 minutes into the story. Why are y'all hating this teenage girl at this random college? Y'all don't even know her. It's like they just decided to make her the face of like all the women that you had an issue with. Take it out on this random teenage college student at Ole Miss. That don't even make sense, bro. Like, it doesn't.
Just saying how horrible of a person I was and that I should end my life.
All because of an internet rumor.
All because of an internet rumor that has zero truth to it. Zero.
Cornett says she could barely leave her dorm room, had to switch to online classes. Someone even sent police to her mother.
Even if it was true, it's none of folks' business and it happens. Even if it was true. And if it was true, you don't say those things about a stranger and blow up her phone and make her the face of mistakes. Kids make mistakes, bro. Kids, trust me. Most of y'all, if y'all in y'all 20s, y'all done made a mistake when y'all was a teenager too. And if you're older than that, then you definitely made mistakes when you were younger. So just is what it is.
Bro. House in a fake 911 call.
Some Ole Miss frat, bro.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. Had a KD girlfriend.
Soon, the rumor was picked up by ESPN host Pat McAfee, though he didn't use her name.
This is what is being reported by everybody on the internet. Dad had sex with son's girlfriend.
Has anyone apologized to you?
No. They have not at all. I want these famous people to know that I was not famous before this. I'm not a public figure that you can go talk about on your show to get more views. I'm not. Sorry. Nobody knows who I am, or nobody did know who I was. But them pressing this and pushing it farther made my situation so much worse. Because the people who were talking about it are the people that I would want to take a picture with if I saw it in public. They're people that I watched. Pat McAfee, ESPN, that's on my living room TV every single night.
That's gotta hurt that he talked to you a bit that way.
It does, because I used to look up to these people, and now these same people are making me feel worthless.
Yeah.
And that I'm just a joke.
Pat McAfee comes on during the day.
ESPN and Pat McAfee
Unless you just watch this like replay of them.
declined NBC News' request for comment. Cornett says she hit rock bottom when she realized her name would forever be linked to the rumor spread online.
I don't think that these boys realize what they're doing to people.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. You might watch this because I ain't gonna lie. A part of me is watching this. I'm like, okay, bro, all right. Like I get it because I just said what I just said. But a part of it was like, okay, all right. At the same time, bro, this is a teenage girl. So if any part seemed like over the top, dramatic, or whatever, and stuff like that, it's a teenage girl. And you can't tell other people how to feel or react to any situation in life, period.
It's awful. It's awful. And having your life ruined by people who have no idea who you are is the worst feeling in the world. It makes you feel so alone.
Cornett now wants justice. Her lawyer says she's been defamed and is a victim of cyberbullying.
The rumor is false. People promoted it without looking into it. You can't lie for money.
Are there laws that protect Mary Kate? Because it seems like the internet, social media, it's the wild, wild west.
To some degree, the law hasn't caught up with the speed at which a lie travels online and the fact that it's now kind of anchored to her name forever. But defamation exists. There's growing protections against cyberbullying. There's growing protections against, making fake pictures, which has also happened to Mary Kate. The legal regime is catching up.
For now, she says she's leaning on her friends and family, including her father.
I just wonder why. Why my daughter? She wasn't looking for any of this. She never asked for any attention. She's just trying to be a freshman in college.
Instead,
freshman?
She's been tested.
These kids are, oh man. Like I said, bro, she said teenage girl, and I was like, teenage, so she young. She young. And he said a freshman. Bro, y'all did this to a freshman. Is crazy, bro. Kid, 18, 19 years old.
Like never before.
I have no idea how this started or why, but I do know that this has affected me in such an awful way and has practically ruined my life.
Yeah, what would you tell to that person?
Just that your actions have consequences, real consequences, that I will be living and facing for the rest of my life. That many other girls face things like this that will affect the rest of their lives.
Tom Yamas, NBC News.
That sucks, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was this there was this like one thing that we had in our high school, and it was like I don't even want to say, but it was like a rumor of this girl that like kind of got around in a different class, and she was 2012 and we were 2013, and like other kids, so we would just diss each other. Like 2012 would diss 2013. They say, "Oh yeah, y'all not us, y'all not," or something like that, And then 2013 would be like, "Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I joined in on this one." He's like, PLC. That's the credit recovery program, because a lot of the 2012 kids, they were like popular and cool around the county, around the area and stuff like that. But they were so cool, them jokers barely did work. So they had to go to the little credit recovery place, all the popular kids, just to graduate on time and stuff like that. Then they come back. And I think they named like some girl. They did. They named a girl from our class. And then so other kids from our class started chanting a girl's name to them. And I'm like, yo, that's wild. Y'all chanting girls' names and this and that. And the girl wasn't there from their class, but I ended up working with her a couple years later in like a holiday job, a gig and stuff. And I told her, she wasn't aware about it. And she was just like, I don't know why people would do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like kind of being mean for no reason and stuff like that. And I don't know, man. Groupthink makes you lose all logic, especially at a young age. And it just at young ages, you're just stupid overall. So I say all of this to say, man, what this young lady has been subjected to really, really reeks. And lots of young women, and well, specifically young women, have to deal with this on a year-to-year basis on a much smaller scale. So the fact that she's dealing with this on a viral national scale is terrible. The fact that it got all the way up to ESPN is terrible. And things that seem like that are mentioned in passing on national levels and are trending for just an hour or two or whatever on national levels, for that person, when you're that person, it is literally like the entire world. It's like what you see yourself on your phone when you scroll past it once is literally that for that person, but their entire world for like a long time. So being a part of the wrong side of our virality isn't like the best thing, but yeah. Okay. Best of luck to that girl with her fighting the cases and stuff. I think she has cases. She has good cases, and I hope, I don't know, she can get something back. You know what I'm saying? So
Snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question. Brandon, we can't ask Rashad a question.
Hey, Rashad.